Good morning to one and all present here. This is K. Karthikeyan, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE from Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. In this video, we are seeing about the testing the object-oriented applications. Object-oriented testing, it has to be an adequately testing the object-oriented system. Three things must be done when we are doing the testing. The first thing is an testing the balanced to including the error discovery technique applied to the object oriented analysis and design models. Next thing is an the strategy for an unit and integration testing must be changed significantly. The design for test case must be accountable for unique characteristics for the object oriented software. Testing the object oriented model, it has to be a review of object oriented analysis and design model. It is especially useful because the same semantic construct has to be done it for an classes attribute operation messages, and therefore it is a problem for class attribute that is uncovered during analysis will circumvents the side effect that might occur if the problem were not discovered until designing R and code. Correctness of object oriented model, so during the analysis and design time we have doing the semantic corrections. If model directly reflect the real world problem, then we can have to development of model has to be reviewed, it has to be semantically corrected to determine whether model is done. In fact, it will reflect real world circumstances. It should be an presented to the problem domain experts to recover the ambiguity. The class relationship also to be evaluated while doing it in the it has to be real time access. Class model consistency, so it has to revisit the cyclic redundancy check model and the object relationship model, and then inspect the description of the CRC index card to determine the process, and then the connection to ensure that each and every collaborator is service is receiving the request frequently using the inverted correction examined in the preceding steps. Determine whether widely requested responsibilities might be combined into single responsibility. Object oriented testing strategies. First thing is an unit testing. The concept of unit testing should be changed. The smallest testable unit is the compatible for classes. A single operations can be longer to be for an higher level of process. Integration testing, it has to be an no strict hierarchy for an top down or an bottom up for an apply. It has to be an thread bind testing, and also to be an character testing, user defined testing. Object oriented testing method, the first method is an Berard proposes the following approach method. It has to be an testing test has to be done, it has to be done by the state by state. Object oriented testing method, first one is an fault based testing, and then class testing and class hierarchy, then scenario based test design. Object oriented method at the random testing, it has to be used for an identify the operations applicable to the classes and also for an constraints. Next the testing is an partition testing, it has to reduce the number of test classes required to end test classes. In the same way, equivalence partitioning for the conventional software, it has to be done by the category based partitioning. Next thing is an interclass testing. So it has to be testing the all the collaborations of the classes. The main advantages of interclass testing is an multiple class testing. And then next thing is an behavior testing. So behavior testing to test to be designed achieve the all the test coverages. And then that's all about the object oriented testing. Various kinds of testing has to be reviewed in this video. That's all about the object oriented testing. Thank you.